Okay, good morning. Carpentry Math 12 students. Today is May the 19th, Tuesday, and we are approaching the very final unit. And the final unit is pretty basic. The concept circling around finding area of rectangle at grade 8. So you learn this is equal to length times the width. And so before I show you the steps, so let's explain the meaning of the diagrams. The very first diagram, which also I show you so they're attached diagram. The 20 feet by 38 feet is referring to the bottom rectangle, the size of the house, not the rooftop. So we are now trying to find the total area of the rooftop. From looking above, from once on the right, you see a rectangle. On the left, which is hiding, okay, you must agree there's another rectangle on the other side having the same size. So today the challenge is how you go about to find the length and the width of the rooftop. The length is simply just 38 feet plus the projections on both sides. The question said that 14 inch on this side, also there must be a 14 inch on the other side. Then for the width is simply the common rafter length from here to here, and you won't see it, is that much. Let's say that much is the overhang. Okay, so the first diagram, this diagram here, is nothing to do with the rooftop. It's just the bottom, the size of the house. What we're trying to do here is trying to find what would be the length and the width. The length is simply equal to 38 feet plus 2 times the projections. As simple as that, because there are 2 projections on both sides. And the width, so the width, this side, is the rafter length plus the overhang. Okay? So the past unit, we work on this. Also, we work on this. We just basically combine the values, and that will give us the width. So that's what these steps, okay? These steps, so you follow the steps, okay? And now, so for the steps, show you how you approach the L, which represent the length, approaching how you calculate the W, which represent the width. Okay, so basically, the preparation, hypotenuse of the slope, 8 inches, 12 inches. Remember, in inches. So now we calculate this side using hypotenuse, using the Pythagoras. Okay? So you may want to just pay attention to this line and find the square root of 12 squared plus 8 squared. Okay? So we are going to use hypotenuse 2 times. First time, you want to calculate the common rafter length. Second time, you want to calculate the overhang. Okay? The B part, identify the unit run, apply the similar triangle. Because now we have a bigger triangle, the run which is 10 feet. So where you get the 10 feet from? 10 feet is the midpoint of the 20. See, 20 divided by 2, 10 feet. Okay? So the run of the house is 10 feet. Comparing with the run of the slope is 10 units. 10 feet is 10 times 1 feet. Where you get the 1 feet from? 12 inches. Alright? So 10 units. So my opinion concern is there are 2 unit run you need to worry. The first one is compare the big triangle. Okay, start comparing the common rafter length. Now we look at the smaller triangle has something to do with the overhang, which the run is the projection. Okay, you see the projection right here, 14-inch projection under the number 2. You should move this line here. So 14-inch divided by 12-inch is 1.16. So there are 2 unit ones. This has something to do with the rafter length. This has something to do with the overhang. So this should be the C, common rafter. So the first time I'm using the hypotenuse. Multiply 14.42 times 10. That give us 12.02 feet. You got 144.2 inch divided by 12 because 1 foot is 12 inches. Then now for the overhang. So this should be D, my opinion concern. Because this is part of it. But anyway, solve for overhang. Now I'm using this unit multiplied to the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse calculation, the result being used 2 times. First time calculating rafter length, second time calculating overhang. So we got 1.4 feet. Alright, now so the overhang is the 1.4 feet. Common rafter length is 12.02 feet. So for the width of the rooftop, common rafter length plus overhang, right? Remember that rectangle. So now what we are doing is this line, okay? This side is 12.02 plus 1.4 feet. Now this side is 38 feet plus projections on each side. 14 inch plus 14 inch is 28 inches. 28 divided by 12 is 2.3 feet. Add it up, multiply, length times width is the area. So we have rectangle on the right, on the left. So there are two rectangles of the same dimensions. So you add up the result, the area, and that's the final answer. Okay, so you follow such mechanical steps. All right, and so and then you should be able to follow these steps and hopefully that will allow you to complete part 1. Only 3 questions, part 1. We're going to go over part 2 on Friday. Okay? Part 1, 3 questions. Follow the steps. And so I will hopefully on Friday allow me to go over part 2. So part 1 by Friday. So you can submit part 1 by Friday. That would be great. All right. So have a good day.